I go to Baby Lack over there. We about to get into this footage. Or should I say this walk? All right. There it is. Look, cool thing about iPhone, right? Hold on, nah, I ain't gonna run. Hang on. Let me start over. Cool thing about iPhone, nah, don't do it like that. Is you can, hold on, let me get him right. He's set for run. I ain't about to do no run. There it is. Okay. So, what I was saying, the cool thing about iPhone, I think I explained it in another one of my videos on YouTube. When you go back and check that out when I started doing my walks. That's probably on day 1 or day 2 of my 30 days of straight cardio, right? I was talking about how Siri just started recording my walk because she could tell by my heart rate, or let's say the AI. We're not gonna really just use personification right now. We're gonna say the AI was monitoring my heart rate, monitoring breath rate. The cool thing about iPhone, and maybe some of the other smart watches and wearables, but especially with iPhone, because, or Apple Watch, is because that's what I have, right? The cool thing about it is it has a single lead EKG. That's how it reads your heart rate. So the AI technology in the Apple Watch can tell that my heart rate was elevated. I like that. I also like that when I get in my car after I've done something a little bit stressful, semi-stressful, that my watch prompts me to breathe. And maybe this may be an Apple Watch breathing challenge coming up soon. I might do that because we get busy, right? In our day-to-day lives. I'm gonna go straight. Came to that fork in the road. We get busy in our day-to-day lives. And I know a lot of y'all got Apple Watches. That's why I'm on this topic. And that watch may be notifying you, and you don't even have 1 minute to breathe. Think about it. Most of the breathing we do, that truck had to get busy. He was trying to get across that intersection. So check this out. Most of the breathing that we do is involuntary, right? It's a part of the many functions that go on in the human body that we don't think about. These functions have to carry on day-to-day processes, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, if you're from someplace like where I'm from, we used to say 25/8. All right? 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. All right? So if I sound a little bit winded, it's all good because I ran my 100 set of push-ups a few minutes ago. Not even less than 3 minutes ago, according to my Siri watch, my Apple Watch. So sound a little bit winded, that's good. I run my 100 push-ups so I can increase my wind while I'm walking, because bigger and better things are coming, right? Because if I can talk like this and walk like this, imagine what I could do, or how well I could do if I came to an area, a situation, or a place, maybe even a stadium near you, and motivate some people, and motivate them so much, and set them on fire so much that that motivation turns to true inspiration, right? Because I can motivate you all day. One motivation, I can motivate you. But I have to be the spark, right? That ignites the inspiration in you, because inspiration comes from within. Inspire. You're going to get busy based on what is already on the inside of you, right? So check this out. I had a very interesting conversation with some close friends of mine, right? It's people I grew up with. It got real. And one of my friends asked me this. He asked a interesting question, right? Very interesting. And I don't know everything, but guess what? I had an answer for him. And I was able to give a response. And I think I was able to give an appropriate response. And the response that I gave, it may be something beneficial that can help you, right? Before I get into it, I'm gonna cap off the other story. That electronic device, that AI, that technology, that smart watch that you paid all that money for, pay attention to it because it's talking to you, okay? That thing is monitoring your heart rate way better than we are. It's monitoring our heart rates, breathing rates, and habits way better than we are. Some people don't like that type of technology, but why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want something to monitor your heart rate? You think I'm out here screaming, keep that pump alive because I like my big chest or because I like my big muscles? I've said before that keep that pump alive is not necessarily about me out here doing 100 push-ups in a row. Keep that pump alive is about everything that you need to be doing, everything that I need to be doing. Keep that pump alive is about the main muscle that's in your chest that never gets a break. Did you think about that for a minute? This pump is pumping in nursing, in healthcare, because you know I'm a nurse, right? For some of you who don't know, the Unstoppable Charles is a nurse, right? Healthcare professional. So in some of our actual terms, our literal terms, this pump makes the sound love dub, love dub, love dub, love dub. That's textbook terminology for the heart sound. We like that sound too. We wanted to say love dub, love dub, love dub. It'll be a little bit faster, a little bit slower. We don't want it to be too slow and go into bradycardia. Your watch will tell you that. Your watch will say, hey, look, you're down in the 50s, your heart rate 53, you need to get it checked. If you're sitting at rest, your heart rate is 125, more than likely that smartwatch is gonna tell you, breathe, all right? So that's just some nuggets. And if you like that info, you like that type of talk, when you see this video, because you know I'm gonna put it out there, let me know in the comments. Because like I say, I'm doing all of this here, not just for me, I'm doing it for you. I'm taking these steps for the people who can't take them, and I'm taking these steps for the people who need to get started on step one. All right? So, I told you I'm eclectic, so now let's jump back to the answer to my buddy's question. I'm gonna refresh your memory with the question, because I know how I roll. I get excited when I talk. Point 43 on the walk. All right. He says, what if you don't know what your gift is? What is your gift? Your gift is your purpose in life. Now check this out. Your gift is that thing that you were born with. Let me say it in a more excellent way. Sounds like Paul, right? Paul from the scriptures. I'm gonna show you a more excellent way. Your gift or your talent, if you're not already doing it, right? It's that thing that you were born to do. It's your God-given ability. And you're already great at it. You are already born great at it because God gave you the ability. And guess what? Even right now, I'm motivating you, just giving you that charge, igniting that fire within you. If I motivate you, if I talk to you, I'm going to talk to you like this here. Because look, this heavy talk for me. And this is what I told my brother, my friend, right? That thing that you do really, really well, whether it's push-ups, whether it's dips on the coffee table, cooking in the kitchen, writing poems, gymnastics, whistling a tune, playing musical instruments. People do some incredible things. Whatever it is, I can go on and on all day. A list of things that people could do that are incredible. But when you do it, people say, can't nobody do it like you. Now look, I know what you're thinking. I'm not talking about that thing that your friend, your close personal confidant. I'm not talking about that thing. That person says, your wife says, can't nobody do it. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that thing that everybody notices about you. Like let's say, for instance, when you cook that pot of beef stew, it's just beef stew in everybody else's eyes. But everybody that tastes yours, they was losing it, right? That might be your thing. And people are telling you, you need to package it. You need to package that up. Hang on a second, let me give me a little water, a little sip of water. And people are telling you, you need to package that, right? And you do need to. So, and you do need to package it because that's your thing. Watch this here. Think about it like this here. Think about all the people who are serving people with their gift of cooking, touching foods with their hand, growing them. They're serving people because that's one of those things. That's a basic human need. And you're great at it. Question is, are you doing it? Don't get stuck doing something that you hate when God has already given you the ability to be great at doing something that you love. That's the young guy over there in the distance, outside of the perimeter running. He's outside the box. I'm gonna say it again, because that just came to me. I didn't think about doing this whole talk and walk at the same time, but apparently somebody needs to hear this. And I hope it gets to them. Share this with somebody that needs to hear this. Comment if you know that person. Let me know something real, something deep, something maybe even a little bit personal. Like this might be some information that you didn't get a chance to tell somebody. You know what I mean? This might be some information that a person you know that's close to you may not hear it coming from you. You may be thinking to yourself right now, I've been telling a certain person this for the last 5, 10, 20 years. Send them this video. Send it to them. And check this out. If they receive it coming from me, don't take it personal. Be glad, be happy and grateful now that they received it. And that can get into that situation that they love instead of continuously doing that thing that they hate. All right? I'm gonna seal this. I'm gonna give you something really, really solid. I'm gonna go into a little bit of foundation for me. And you might have to get your pastors on here and your pastor's favorite pastor, or whoever helps you with scripture, you know, that's cool. And I'm not trying to make this a religious type of thing or a scripture type of thing. And I'm absolutely not trying to preach you a sermon, right? It's not a sermonette. But I will say that many of the constructs of scripture keeps me grounded. All right. Now, I'm not saying that I live by every scripture. I ain't say that. But I'm going to put a couple of passages together that I remember the way I remember them, the way they are applicable for me, right? Because knowledge is power, is what they teach you, is what you know, is what they want you to believe. They or them or that person that told you that, that's who I'm referring to. It's not entirely true. Knowledge is power. I don't agree with that. I've never agreed with that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't roll with that type of mentality. I don't teach my daughters that. I'm gonna tell you like this. I give them something a little bit more pragmatic, something more practical. Like, applied knowledge is power. Health is wealth. That's great. Let's bump that up a notch. Heart health is wealth. You can be healthy all day long and look healthy on the outside. And the outside and the inside be a whole, let's say, an interesting situation, right? Heart health is wealth. Step that cardio up, get outside, walk, go outside, go for a walk. I'm dropping a lot of nuggets here because it takes me about, looks like it's gonna take about 20 minutes to hit that mile marker. So you're getting 20 minutes of nuggets here, gems. So let me know how you feel about that in the concrete. I talk for 20 minutes. I usually don't do that. I usually do that in closed groups amongst some of my friends, peers, family members, and close associates. But if you like this type of talk coming from me, say so. Let me know in the comments. All right, let me know in the comments. As you can see, even on Facebook, you can check my timeline. People that's in the picture with me, anybody I post on the timeline, they'll tell you that I will keep it real. They'll tell you that I'm a man of my word. I'm true to what I say. Ask them, ask any of them. They'll tell you. And it's for real. Now, let's put those passages together. I'm gonna say it like this because I know this video will last forever. I've only said this to maybe, let's say 20, 25 people over the years. So now, let me talk to the universe and people who need this. Your talent, your gift, your God-given ability, right? There's a scripture in the Bible that says the gift from God is irrevocable. I don't know about you, but I've not heard a lot of people talk about that particular scripture. I don't know why. But I'm telling you, Unstoppable is telling you. I'm telling you. Your talent, your gift, your spiritual gift, your physical gift, your purpose, according to the scriptures, according to God, who created the universe, says that gift, that talent is irrevocable. Not even God will take it back. Right? Now, while you think about that, I'm gonna drink a little water. Let me give you an example, because I got about 5 or 10 more minutes on this walk. I'm a nurse, right? So I like to use this as an example. Nursing school, any nurse will tell you that going to nursing school to get your license was not an easy thing. right? They will tell you that. Any nurse will tell you that. Let me switch hands. Any nurse will tell you that. It was not easy, right? I had to switch back. Excuse the light. Just hear my words. Just hear my voice. Just hear this power. Because for somebody it may be unique. So it's not about seeing me right now. It's just hear my words. Nursing school was not easy. There were some times in nursing school where we had to make a 100% on quizzes and exams that had 10 questions. True story. That means you can't miss one. We had an interesting lecturer, teacher, professor who may have given us 10 questions, but the intricacies of one of those questions may have required an algebraic, if I could use a mathematical term or algebra terminology. It may have a question that required an answer needing. It's getting windy out here. I hope you can hear me. It may have needed 6 or 7 answers. You needed to get A right in order to get B right. And if you got C wrong, there was nowhere in the world you could get D right. Or E is going to be thrown off, right? See how you have to get them in sequential order? So the tests were not easy. But when you have a gift, right? When you have a gift, it is irrevocable. A 72-year-old woman tapped into her gift, right? At 72 years of age. She had this burning desire for all of those years, always knew that she was supposed to be, meant to be a nurse. She always knew her purpose. And at 72 years of age, she tapped into it. The reason I know about it, the reason she made the news is not because she was 72. It's part of it. But because she actually did it. She took action, right? She went to school. For those who like big words, she matriculated and graduated